Falling brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down throw for Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's just me and you.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Patriots take over.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 55. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Watch the run.
From the gun, Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Bravo.
2nd and 4. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
I'm here all day. All day. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
First carry for Dion Lewis, who won a Super Bowl with the Patriots. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Ready. 951. 951. Right here.
Bridgewater on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Let's go now. 15 on it. set a tone.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start. The ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Wide.
This is Howard on 2nd down. near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Catch is made by Harry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Taywan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Michelle. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Slam, slam, slam. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence looking left side, and it's complete. The 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 87 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate. Save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by one more. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmaker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw, Bridgewater. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Now Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing, Bridgewater. He gets it to Humphreys. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check 9, check 9. What?
On second down, this is Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Bridgewater to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Anthony Ferkser, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw. Army, Army. Army, Army.
On third down, Michelle. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Tennessee.
Here's Bridgewater. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Bridgewater now from the 50. It's caught. Humphreys. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. On first and 10, Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Anthony Ferkser with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hot 7, hot 7. 52.
Bridgewater again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Lawrence, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And it's complete, Hooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go. Hey, 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I'm coming, baby.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go.
Here's Bridgewater. And he finds Howard complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
56 at the mic. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The young incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know, it's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, ain't all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know, it's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show.